I originally think of traditional as being more reading, and it used to be maybe less hands-on. So Project Lead the Way is certainly more hands-on than like the traditional science. The benefit of that is the kids can explore, the kids are learning on their own. So my name is Stephanie Cunningham. I teach in Medway at the Burke Memorial School. I am a 2nd and a 4th grade teacher, so I teach technology to 2nd graders, and the Project Lead the Way module that I teach is animated storytelling. So activity 1 is an unplugged activity, so that's called Rosie Runtime. So the big idea of that one is the kids are learning a computer doesn't have a brain, so a computer can only do exactly what you tell it to. So it's an unplugged activity, so the kids are creating a code using cards, so programming, and then they are making a robotic dog get home, pick up its 2 bones, and it's having to avoid puddles so it doesn't get its paws dirty.
My favorite part of Rosie Runtime is that the character that is Rosie, I like how it listens to us and does what we say.
Activity 2, they then apply what they've learned, and they're learning about Scratch Junior. So it's an app that is a programming app. Activity 2 is just learning the basics of Scratch Junior. How to make a character move, how to delete a character, how to make a character grow, things like that. Project Lead the Way certainly pushes the teacher to be more hands-off, because as each activity goes along, the amount of teacher input decreases and the amount of student independence increases. Project Lead the Way really kind of sets it up to make it easier for a teacher to do that. Activity 3 starts with skits. So that's teaching the kids how to use triggers, how to have one character know to start its program. So they act things out. They physically pass envelopes to each other to know when it's their turn or give each other high fives. They then learn that in Scratch Junior as well. So they see the trigger blocks in Scratch Junior. So it's applying the tangible that they did in the skit to Scratch Junior. I think it just opens kids up to the reality of the real world, and in the real world you make mistakes and you don't do things perfectly the first time, and you have to, brainstorm and figure out ways to try and fix what you're doing. So the 4th part is the project, and that's where we read the book The Rainbow Fish, and the kids with a partner are going to recreate one of the scenes. The requirements is they do need to have more than one character, so they need to interact, thus using triggers.
My favorite part was probably getting to program characters and making up like stories and having fun.
Problem 5, it's basically just one step further. They're creating their own scene and applying all the knowledge they've learned to have characters move and speak and interact with each other. I think with the Project Lead the Way modules, it's pushed me even further to, step back even more, allow the kids to try and discover on their own, and it pans out really well, and it has every year, so it wasn't a coincidence.